Hi, in this video, I'm going to be going over the modifications I made to the underseat storage on my Xpress H17 Bass Boat. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. These are the main parts I'm using in this project. This trim here, which is made out of PVC by Royal Trim Board, and it's 3.5 inches in width and 3/4 inch in thickness. And then also these zinc plated Everbuilt corner braces. And you can go ahead and use stainless if you want, but since mine's a freshwater boat, I wasn't too worried about it. But all the hardware I'm going to be using is going to be stainless. Okay, so this is a section of the trim I'm going to be using, and I cut it in a length of approximately 12.5 inches. That gives me a little bit of play, so it's easy to position this piece inside the compartment. And then you can see here, I got these lines, and this right here is the midpoint between the 3.5 inches, and then this is the little corner brace. So what I did was I pushed it up here using this line as a guide so that this edge of this bracket along with the trim piece will be flush, and then what I did, I marked the hole so I could drill it straight through. This is an overhead view of the partition with the L brackets already installed, and you can see how they're done and bolted in. This is an overhead view of the interior of the underseat compartment, and as you can see, I've got one of the partitions positioned in there with that square to make sure I get a right angle when I drill my holes. And you can see the L brackets are already attached, so what I'm going to do is use some paint, mark those holes, and then drill them out to make sure that everything is square. Alright, I've drilled all the holes after lining everything up, and I've got some of the bolts in there now that you can see. And then what I'm going to do is just remove this and paint it black, and then reinstall it. And I'll repeat that for another partition. This is the finished partition piece with the corner braces attached and it painted. Now all I need to do is install it in the seat compartment. Okay, I installed two partitions, and they're spaced approximately 13 3/4 from the outer edges of the interior compartment. And the reason I chose those dimensions was because if you look in the lower left-hand corner, there's a bracket for a fire extinguisher that's going to go in there. I wanted to show you why I decided to do this. As you can see, I've got different compartments that have different items inside, and what that does is keeps everything separated and from just rolling around inside the boat while you're out on the water. So this is a much cleaner way to keep your items under your seat. So that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. Thank you.